Hello, it's Michelle, Price, the light worker, here for you Monday. I'm here a little bit earlier than what I normally am if you are in Queensland or on Australian Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time. A little bit earlier than normal, but that's all good. That's all good for the New South Wales people and people in other states. Hi, Sophie. We are on the normal time, so it's only in Queensland and these areas that we're a little bit earlier than normal. So it'll be interesting to see who's watching tonight, who's logging on. Some people might be still in the middle of dinner if you are in Queensland. Hi, Leslie. Just seeing a few, wow, lots of people on my page. I shared on my page as well. Hello, Dave, Michael, Ashley. Yeah, I can see a few people. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Dave. Love that. I can see a few people logging on my page as well. So if there is something in particular that you're after, then please let me know if there's something that you need guidance on. Near future, Sophie Adams, popping you on my list. Sophie Adams. Yeah, so hello, near future. To everyone who's just logging on, it's a little bit more confusing with daylight saving time, but we'll figure it out. I just know that I'm on a little bit earlier, an hour earlier than normal. So I hope everyone's enjoying the sunshine. I heard it was quite warm in New South Wales today. So hope you're well. I'm ready here for you. So Sophie, I'm going to come to you now. Won't allow me to like your comment. Okay, so Sophie, just coming to you first. Going to get another ASAP. Kirsty Bain, you sound like you need some guidance. You've got a job loss there. So just going to come to you as well. Jobs. Let's have a look at what's on the horizon. Hi, Lyndall. Ashley, unable to sleep. Ashley, there's a few people saying this at the moment. I'm just going to put Ashley down. There's a few people saying this about the sleep, and I think it's because of the new full moon that we just had. I know a lot of people. Hi, Scott. Hi, Elsie. A lot of people were saying that they haven't been able to sleep. So let me have a look at that for you, Ashley, and see what the story is there. So I'm going to close my eyes in a sec. I like to read with my eyes shut. Not in work. Sue Reynolds, just going to pop you down as well. So Sue's asking about career also. Let's see what's going on there for Sue. No job at the moment. What's going on? Yes, so I will shut my eyes now. I'm just going to connect to Sophie first. So if you are just logging on, please say hi, but maybe just also copy and paste your comments. Oh, Hayley Marie, bit of love going on there. Hayley, I'm coming to you. So we're asking about a love connection with a new guy. So I'm just popping you down on my list also. Yes, so just going to jump into Sophie Adams. I'm going to close my eyes for a sec. So if I'm not looking, please feel free to reshare your comment as well. So Sophie Adams, near future. Let me just have a look at Sophie Adams, near future. Sophie, I'm just going to come into your energy. Thank you for joining me. I'll be on for an hour, so there's plenty more time to write more names down also. So it's going to be a lot of fun, I also do mediumship, so if anyone wants mediumship connecting to loved ones, let me know, but please be specific with who you want to connect with. Okay, so Sophie, just coming into your energy, and we're looking at near future for Sophie, so let's have a look at that. Good. All right, just going to draw a couple of cards for Sophie. Sophie, I feel quite excited in your energy. I feel like I've got something to look forward to. I'm quite enthusiastic. It'll be interesting to see what unfolds, and that's what I'm going to have a look at for you at the moment. They're all strong cards. Good. Bottom of the deck is that one for Sophie. So Angel of Release, hopefully that will focus. Number 31, so Angel of Release. So a little bit of letting go, cutting cords. What she's letting go of is all the negatives. So all the balloons with any kind of negative attachment or connotation are the ones she's letting go of. The ones she's holding on to are the happy balloons. Yeah. So letting go of what no longer serves us, past into now. This is for Sophie. So we'd like to have a look at where we've come from. So Angel of Strength. So if that shows me there's a little bit of stuff you've been going through that can be, challenging emotionally, things like that. So we have been going through some stuff, and that's what the Angel of Strength has shown up for. That's past leading into now. In the present, encouraged to ask for what you want. So the parking angel is literally asking for whatever you like. If it is a car park, and then you get the car park, and it's quite rewarding, and you're like, wow, that's wonderful. And then you ask for a little bit bigger things as well. So that's what the parking angel is, but it's basically manifestation. So being encouraged for you to, ask for what you want in the present, and looking down the track, a little bit of that. So a little bit more healing happening. And with the release card, that is taking me to a little bit of healing around, some of the emotional stuff, some of the stuff we've been through. That's also connecting into the strength card from that one. So I just want to get like a general sort of overall message for you, Sophie. So I'm just kind of connecting to these. Just bear with me for one sec. What I want to say is your energy is quite dynamic. So yes, you've been through some stuff, but I feel like at the present, my energy is quite dynamic, and I feel like I'm in a position to, once I start to sort of ask what I want, that is asking for car parks, asking for whatever it is you want to bring in, and then seeing it appear, then I feel like I'm really going to be hitting my straps. So I feel like, have a think about what is it I want to bring in, maybe write it down, be really specific, and start to manifest. Looking down the track, I feel like we're doing, whether that's, energy work, Reiki, whatever that is, a little bit of that happening as well, just to clear up any of the residual energy from what we've been through past leading into now. So Kirsty Bain was asking about jobs. I'm just going to go to my life purpose cards, which are over here. Now, who's coming on at the moment? Let me just catch up. Oh, good evening from Tassie. Good evening. Mum or Dad, Trudy. So a little bit of mediumship. I'm just going to put a little mediumship note here. And then everyone who wants mediumship, I like to group them together. So Trudy Pitts, messages from Mum or Dad. Mum or Dad. So yeah, if you want to do mediumship with me, more than happy. Just let me know who you would like to come through, just to speed up the process a little bit. Grandma Rosa, Doralinda, Grandma Rosa. So Doralinda is going on my list. So if I mention your name, just keep watching, because I will see whether we can bring these guys through. Grandma Rosa. What a beautiful name, Rosa. Hey? Doralinda, you're on my list. Joanne Phillips, first time. Any messages? Yeah, first timers. Love that. Joanne Phillips, just going to pop you down here. Just draw a line. So if I mention your name, hang around. And sometimes I do award a 30-minute reading for free. So if there's someone that I feel, just going to put general guidance down here, if someone I feel really needs a connection and they didn't get one tonight, then I will definitely put you on my list. Husband Michael and my dad, Melinda Thompson. Melinda Thompson, you are on my list. So we're doing a little bit of mediumship tonight. There's a few people being very specific, and I really appreciate that. Husband, Michael or Dad. Let's just see what's coming through. Hey, hi Kim. How you going? Nice to see your name popping up. Alrighty, so I'm going to head into Kirsty Bain. Kirsty was asking about jobs. So guys, I'm just going to close my eyes. I'm just back down to the bottom now. So I'm just going to close my eyes for a sec. So if there's anyone who, really wants my attention, just hang on for a little bit or repost your comments so that I can see it when I open my eyes again. So, Kirsty Bain, jobs. Let's have a look at Kirsty. Kirsty, I'm just going to come into your energy now. Just bear with me for one sec. Kirsty Bain asking about jobs. Kirsty, I'm a bit stressed, not surprisingly. A bit stressed up in my head, thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So very much in my head at the moment. So I'm just going to go in from that point. Kirsty, I also feel a little out of my comfort zone, and the way that feels to me is in my solar plexus. I feel like kind of the power, has been taken away or something like that. So definitely feeling that in my solar plexus. Okay. These are life purpose cards. Whoops, just threw half of them across the deck. So just going to draw a couple of cards for Kirsty, and this is around jobs. What's on the horizon? What is coming? Do feel a bit stressed, love, mostly through my emotional centers, Kirsty, through heart space, that sort of thing, quite stressed in your little shoes there. I do feel for you. Okay. Just going to draw some cards here. Let's get some idea. These are life purpose cards. So these can be relating to what we should be doing, what our heart's desire is, stuff like that. Bottom of the deck, Kirsty. That's a good one, hey? Whoops, freedom. Beautiful. That means basically you're free to do your heart's desires. So whatever that is, you're going to be supported by the universe. That's what that means. Now, this one's upside down. That's past leading into now. So, Kirsty, what the lesson is here for you is learning that we always have enough. We're always being supported. We're always being supplied for. So we always have enough. So this one was like that. That shows me there's a fear of lack with you, and that's what this lesson is. This teaching tool at the moment, what you're going through, is just a teaching tool. So it's teaching us that we actually do have abundance because that's what the freedom card is. It's essentially you can do whatever you want, whatever your heart desires, and you'll be supported, fully supported. Now, in the present, a bit of an earth angel. So a bit of an awareness around what's going on with the environment, global warming, you know, the treatment of animals, all that sort of stuff. This can be an indication you're an earth angel. So people who have that natural kind of empathy, sympathy with animals and the environment are often earth angels. So people who came, you know, who were angels and gave up their wings and came to earth, and they have big lessons, big life lessons, a lot of emotional stuff. Talking to your angels as well. So a lot of angel references for you. Now what that is telling your angels exactly what you want. So we know that we will always be supported and supplied with whatever we need. So infinite abundance, that's the universe's objective, is provide what we need. In the present, being aware that you have those natural connections to the environment. That can be someone who works in the environment and also with animals, closely with animals. And that is asking for exactly what you want in terms of the job. So whatever that job is, whatever's singing to your little heart space there, that's telling your angels what it is and asking them to provide that. So hopefully that's making sense for you, Kirsty. Ashley Young asking about sleep loss. Now I might just come to the fairy cards for Ashley Young and see what's going on with that sleep loss, hey? It's a bit around moon, isn't it? Actually, let's do the crystals. This is a beautiful crystal box collection, Rochelle Sharman. So I like to use that one just for a bit of guidance around, you know, health and those sorts of things. So if we're not sleeping well, that's a good one for us to have a look at, Ashley. So just going to come to Ashley around sleep. I'll ask about the moon, you know, whether anything like that is connected. Hi, Jody. Hi, Julie. Love life. When will I meet him? Julie Sangster. Julie, you're going on my list. Sangster asking about love. Relationship. Good. So for those of you who are logging on tonight and going, who is this lady? Who is this lady? Tam, I'm happy to do mediumship. Just let me know who you want to connect with. Wow, that's a lot. Liv, you've been through a lot, love. I can see that. Gee whiz. 11 years, wondering if things will finally ease. I lost both parents. I wanted to know if my mum was angry with my decision and if my dad is okay. Liv, that's a lot to cover. I will try to connect to mum and or dad and just see what comes through. But we may not be able to get all of that in this forum. But I do mediumship one-on-one, and we have a bit more time to sort of get, you know, a lot of those messages through. So let's just see what we can get out of them. We will do our best for you. Liv, you're on my list. Ashley, just coming into you for sleep loss. Wow, everything's just flying out of the deck tonight. Anyway, if you want to book one-on-ones, I do angel cards, mediumship, pranic energy healing, Reiki, all of the above, and based on the Sunshine Coast. So if you're local, you can come and see me. So you can jump on my page, which is Michelle R. Price, the Lightworker. There's also a link to my page in this post for this video. So if you jump in there, click on the link, and I have a book now function, and you can check my availability and things like that. I also stay online after the show, and I can answer any questions that you might have about what I do, pricing, all that sort of stuff. I do a reading healing combo, which is really popular too, which is a beautiful reading and healing that goes for 1.5 hours, and that's $95. And my readings are $70 for an hour. Ashley Young, just coming into you just to check on your sleep loss. What is going on with your sleep loss? Let me just check that. Ashley, as I'm coming in, what I feel like it's just a very busy mind. And what I want to say around that is it's a good idea, and I do recommend this to a lot of people, is get a God box and put your worries, stresses, fears, all those sorts of things into the God box. It can be a shoe box with a lid. I just feel like it would be good to get some things out of my headspace. I also feel like, let me have a look around your room. The only other thing I want to suggest is just make sure the phone isn't too close to your bed where you sleep. It feels a little bit active up here for me, so just make sure there's no EMF, because that can sort of keep you awake as well. Smartwatches, you know, things like that, they all give off the electromagnetic frequency, so it might be good just to double check that isn't keeping you up also. But it does just feel like a lot of things going on in my head, so it would be good just to get that out, pop it in a little what we call a go box, a shoe box with a lid, and get that out of your head. You've got a lot going through your head at the moment. I feel a little scratchy in my throat too, and it makes me want to cough. So just make sure that you are sort of speaking up, getting things off your chest. If you're holding on to things, that can also cause some issues. Now, bottom of the deck is that one, the old Herkimer Diamond. So that's dreams. So paying attention to your dreams. Now, if you're not sleeping well, you're probably not dreaming a hell of a lot. But that's the bottom of the deck. That's your clarify. So once you get back into that, you know, your regular routine and start sleeping a bit better. But keep in mind, there are a lot of people going through what you're going through at the moment. Past living into now is empowerment. So a sense of you taking back your control. That's acknowledgement of that. That's the beautiful sunstone. So acknowledgement of that. Conflict in the present. So this could be causing a bit of unrest as well with that headspace of yours. Stibnite, quite spiky. Also quite a protective crystal because it is reflective. So reflecting back other people's stuff, which could make sense to you at the moment. And flexibility. Now, flexibility was upside down. So the fact that that's upside down makes me feel that perhaps we're talking to someone who may need to be in control, like to be in control, that sort of thing. That's also connecting into heart space with the Brazilianite, the green coloured stone. So interesting, dreams. We want to get to that point, obviously, where we can start to do that again and get a few clues. Now, just going to connect for overall message, RE sleep. What's going on here? Let's look at the conflict card. I think that could be good. That's in the present. So let's see what that is. What I want to say with regard to this, and I feel like I want to be the bigger person. So I feel like I want to step out of, you know, anything that's going on around me, not react, not get involved, not get dragged into it. It does feel like that's affecting how I feel up here. So I feel like pull yourself back from whatever's going on and be the bigger person, rise above that. But also any concerns, worries, whatever fears that you're feeling, pop it in the little box, put the lid on it and put it away. Every time a new one comes up, put it in the box, put the lid on, put it away. Hopefully that helps, but you know, I do use lavender oil as well. Lavender oil, which I put on my hands for my readings, is actually really good at clearing energy and allowing you to sleep as well. So give that a go. Sue Reynolds, career, doesn't have a job. Life purpose for Sue. Just connecting to Sue. Hello, hello. Oh, we've got some, okay, just going to block. So if you're listening to me, we have got somebody on here trolling. So I'm just going to bring you up on my phone. Just excuse me while I do this because it is easier to do it from my phone and just going to block. If you guys want to block, feel free. Just going to turn this down and see if I can bring this up. May not do it for me. All right, so just going to keep this up. It won't let me do it at the moment. I'll just delete some of these. I don't know why it's so hard to report. All right, hopefully that's worked. I feel like I've reported them. So apologies for everyone who's getting private messaged at the moment. Once I can block them, I definitely will. So thank you. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you, darling. If I see them pop up again on here, I will definitely get rid of them. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate that. Okay, so just coming back to this. I'm just going to start my music again. So if you are listening and you are trying to troll or solicit business, you will be blocked and reported, just so you know. Amanda, hello, hello. Oh, late partner, beautiful. That's very specific, Amanda. Thank you very much for that. So just going to turn my music up again. Amanda, late partner. Amanda Stevens. Thank you, Debbie. You're wonderful. Stevens, late partner. Debbie Stevens, you've done a great job there. I'm going to put you down for a reading. I really appreciate what you did there. So Debbie Stevens, you are on my list. Debbie Cliff, rather. Debbie Cliff, thank you. I'm just going to draw a card for you as well because I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you. Sue Reynolds, hello everyone who's watching from my page. Hello, Anne-Marie. Sue Reynolds, career, no job at the moment. So Sue, was I just doing Sue? No, that's right. Sue, no job. Wow, there goes half the deck. So if you're just logging on, I'm Michelle R. Price, a light worker. There is a link in this post for my page. You can check my availability, book one-on-ones. I do angel card readings, mediumship, pranic energy healing, Reiki, reading, healing combos, all of the above. If you want a book, a private, or you can chat to me after the show. I'll stay online. Then please feel free to jump on there and ask any questions. And I would love to chat to you. Sue, just coming into your energy career. So we've got no job at the moment. Let's see what's on the horizon for Sue. I'm just going to draw some cards. So this is around job. These are life purpose cards, Sue, but I will have a look at the future card to see what might be coming in for you, because that's what you're looking at. And this will give you an idea of what ideally Spirit would like to see you doing. That's what the life purpose cards are for. All right, so bottom of the deck is that. Trust, a little bit of that. So trusting that there is something coming. Trust your instincts around your, career. Don't worry about what other people say. It will focus eventually, I'm sure. So yeah, just a bit of that at the moment. Now, past leading into now. Oh, wow. This is interesting, Sue. This, hopefully this is in alignment with what you're thinking of. Speaker. So that's past leading into now. That's communication. That can be delivering, workshops, communicating to others through meetings, leading, doing a bit of leading and things like that. So speaker, using that throat space of yours. Now, present and future are very much in alignment. So that's pretty amazing. That's pretty amazing. So whatever kind of writing, I'm a journalist by trade. So let's see what this is. I'm going to have a look at the writing card for Sue and just see what's going. And I know at the moment, if you are in writing and if you are a journalist or anything like that, it's tricky. There's not a lot of jobs being advertised in that area. So let's just see what this is and what the message is for you. This is for Sue Reynolds, and I'm moving on to Hayley Marie, who's asking about love. So just bear with me for a sec. So what I feel like's happening is it feels like things are being moved into place. What I want to say to you, though, is trust, which is what that bottom of the deck card is. Trust that this is happening. What I also want you to do is be as present as possible, as you possibly can. So really grounded, being in the present. What I feel like is I could be doing a bit of a side hustle. So I feel like I do have an ability, with writing and things like that. So I feel like, I could be putting out there, doing some freelancing, that sort of thing, writing for a magazine, or, I know people who sort of travel and write for travel magazines, things like that, and make a bit of cash that way. But it does feel like it could be a little side hustle, which I could turn into a moneymaker. So maybe looking at some freelance work in the meantime. But it does feel like we're putting things into place as a spirit, and I want to be in the present so I can notice the signs, different things pointing me in the right direction. Yeah. So hopefully that makes sense. Writing an author. Wow. Very talented. Very, very talented. Hayley Marie was asking about love. So with a particular person that she's seeing at the moment. So I'm just going to come over here for Hayley. Hello to everyone who's logging on. I'm looking at your questions and concerns now. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Yay. Kat, issue with my phone. Did you have my name? My granddaughter passed a couple of weeks ago. Oh, wow, Kat. All right, Kat. I do have a lot of mediumship on my list, but Kat, I'll add you on because I can see that you really need that. Kat Gray, granddaughter passed a couple of weeks ago. Kat, I've got you on my list now, so I will do a series of mediumship all at once. That's sorry to hear that, Kat. That's not good at all. All right. So you're on my list, mediumship as well. So I'm getting into the mediumship shortly. Just doing a card for Hayley Marie. Love with the guy. Hi, Catherine. Hello, my friend. Hello. Hi, Anne-Marie. Grandfather passed away. Wow, that's so interesting. Wow. All right. So hello to everyone who's watching on my page, Michelle Price, the Lightworker. Hello to everyone who's watching from Spiritual Events Directory as well. It's so good to have everyone here. It's nice public holiday. I wasn't sure. Thought maybe I'll be here on my own. Maybe I could just do a card reading for myself. But it's so nice to see everyone jumping on here. So wonderful. Thank you for taking the time. Really appreciate that. Haley Marie, love with the new guy. Just going to jump into Haley Marie's shoes and see what's going on with this new guy. Haley, it does feel quite new, but it does feel quite exciting. You know, sometimes at the beginning, it does feel like the butterflies and things like that. So I'm sort of excited, nervous, and what I almost feel like is I want to give him a chance, you know what I mean? I just feel like whether I've been, you know, kind of burned and I'm like, ooh, you know, worried about that. So I feel like just play it out, let it play out and see where it takes you. Let me just jump in here and draw some cards and see if I can get some more confirmation for you. Those ones are very close together. They work. What's coming up? What's looking in here? Whatever's happening, you know, whoever we're seeing, I mean, it's teaching us something. It's definitely teaching us something. Wow, that's nice. Angel of pleasure. Take pleasure in the things you do. She's looking very happy in the water there. So that's number one. That's your clarify, bottom of the deck. Now, this is in alignment with what I was just talking about. So that's past leading into now. It does look quite dark, but it's actually, you know, we're not going to do these particular behaviors, you know, default habits, things like that anymore. So this is a little bit of a change. So that's why I feel like I want to just let it play out. It does feel quite new to me. This is in the present, trusting your feelings, let go of logic. That makes sense for a new relationship. So I feel like I just want to trust my intuition a little bit around this, my gut, and allow that to play out. And looking ahead, look at that. Looking ahead, beautiful, hey? Beautiful. So something's going on, whether it's with this particular guy or the next one that comes along. That is beautiful, and that's very heart space. That's the tree, nature spirits. So I quite like it. I feel like just allow it to play out, Haley. You know, just trust whatever happens is happening for a reason. You're still learning. And I don't mind it. I don't mind his energy. And there is that kind of nervous anticipation. Trudy Pitts, thank you, Haley. Trudy Pitts, just coming to you now, mum or dad for mediumship. So, Trudy, I'm just going to connect to mum or dad. My feet are getting cold already, so that was quite quick. I'm going to throw my phone over here. Over there. All right, so just doing a little bit of mediumship, guys, if you are jumping on. Important appointment. Crystal, you're on my list. So hang on, don't go anywhere. You are on my list. I've got a few people ahead of you, but that is all good. Manuel, healing, guidance and healing. Appointment, guidance and healing. All right, so Crystal, you are on my list, so don't go anywhere. I'd love to get feedback too. So if I am on the right track or not, please let me know. In need of some guidance. Hi, Bridget, I can see your message. I've got about 6 mediumship connections at the moment, so maybe might be good to log on next week and just ask that again. Or we can do a one-on-one, but I do have quite a few mediumship connections already written down. Okay, Trudy Pitts, mum or dad. I'm just going to get to Trudy and her family at the moment. Trudy, just coming into her energy now and going out from there. Trudy, that one's just popped out of the deck, so healing from the past. A little bit of that going on. Past into now, that card is, so that makes sense. Oops. Trudy, what I'm going to say in terms of your energy, and I'm just connecting to your parents as well, is just heart space. I feel a bit heartbroken, and it does feel a particular way to me. So a little bit of heartbreak in there, and I feel like I want to do, you know, something to, you know, sit in that space and really focus on the healing, you know, happening in my chest space. And that's healing from the past. So that actually makes a bit of sense. I also feel like with mum's coming in, and I feel like there's something to do with the flowers, whether I sort of scattered, you know, flower petals, you know, at the beach or something like that, but it's like or a wreath, like a flower wreath. I feel like I'm looking at maybe the round one, but I feel like I'm doing something significant, and I feel like mum's, you know, grateful for that. So hopefully that makes sense in terms of the flowers, because that's what she's showing me. It could even be a bouquet. It feels like that. So something to do with the flowers. So thank you. Very grateful for that. feels like beach, because I was just at the beach today, and I do feel like I'm connecting down there as well. So something going on with the beach is taking me that way as well. Mum's doing all the talking at the moment. Dad's sort of standing by quietly. So we'll just see if there's anything general that we can bring through in terms of messages for you, guidance, that sort of thing. Mum's also saying something along the lines of don't be late. So don't be late. So whether you're perpetually late or you need to be on time for something in particular, she's saying don't be late. And I'm one of these people that I'm always late for everything. So I just want to, really highlight that. That's definitely what she's saying there. So don't be late, don't be late. So let me just grab another card. I'll just do 3. So healing from the past was the first one. Memories is in the present. So that's usually Spirit likes to sort of take us back into what's come before, those happy memories, lift the vibrations a little bit, and sobriety. So that's leading a bit of a healthier life, giving up what's not healthy for us, not helpful, that sort of thing moving forward. So Trudy, that's Mum and Dad. Dad didn't have a lot to say, but Mum was kind of the spokesperson there. So hopefully that made sense for you. Hello everyone who's watching on my Shala Price, the Lightworker tonight, and hello to everyone on Spiritual Events Director in this public holiday for many of us in Queensland anyway. If there's anything else you would like, I know a lot of people are asking for mediumship. I do have a lot of mediumship readings I need to do already, so probably won't do too many more mediumship connections, but if anyone wants anything more general, relationships, health, things like that, I also do that. Shandy Pool, I am putting you on my list. Shandy Pool, messages and guidance, so I'll just put guidance down. So stick around if your name is on my list, but I probably won't get to any more mediumship tonight. All right, Dora Linda, just connecting to Grandma Rosa, so let me just do that for you. And if anyone else wants health, relationships, career, any of the above, then, please let me know. You can also just ask for general guidance, and if I'm drawn to you, I will come to you. I'm not ignoring anyone, but I like to close my eyes when I'm doing my readings. So it is best to post when I have my eyes open. If you want to book a one-on-one, there's a link in the post if you'd like to connect with me one-on-one. So Dora Linda, Grandma Rosa, whoops, just going to connect to Grandma Rosa over here. So, oh yeah, nice energy. So we're coming in the room. Okay, so just going to see what messages we can get from Grandma Rosa. Grandma moving quite slowly, so I like to point that out because that's what I'm, seeing, and hopefully you go, well, yes, she did, but she's showing me moving quite slowly into the room. Okay, so just going to see if there's anything message-wise from Grandma Rosa. What I feel like is I want to say, are you eating enough? Are you eating enough? It's something around eating enough, which is a grandma thing. But that's what that feels like. It's like you're eating enough. And I do feel a little peckish now that Grandma Rosa has said that. Very good cook. Yeah, she's showing me good cook. There's a lot of, the casseroles, the, putting a lot of stuff in, the meat, the veg, all this stuff, doing the big, I don't know if it's a slow cooker or something, but putting it all in. So definitely good in the kitchen. And just like you eating enough. You're eating enough. So definitely checking on your diet and if you are hungry or not, if you are eating enough. So let me just see what else. You like the kitchen? What else would you like to say to your granddaughter? Just going to draw some cards as well. This is for Dora Linda. There's acknowledgement of the grandchildren, so the little ones, the younger ones. So quite a bit of pride in that too. So these are probably going to be your kids then. So children, grandchildren, quite a bit of pride there. It's been difficult, and I feel like what Grandma Rosa wants to acknowledge is with, changes and things like that, with what we've been going through, restrictions and, school holidays and all of those things, it's been challenging, and she's acknowledging that in your family. Yeah, so hopefully that makes sense for you. Past leading into now makes a bit of sense to keep the faith. So we've been through some challenging times. This one's upside down, so sentimental feelings. So that's a little bit about the family memories, going back. That's in the present too. So that can, obviously be around like leaving things, jewelry, sentimental, anything with sentimental value. But usually, this is me, sending my memories and things like that from your loved one. Family changes into the future. So there will be a few more changes around that. That can be comings and goings, so passing and birth and things like that. So maybe new babies coming into the family. You can also acknowledge someone leaving the family as well. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, I do send your loved ones back with great love and blessings at the end of the readings. So I just don't do it during. Melinda Thompson, husband Michael or dad, just going to connect to either or. Melinda, it may take a little bit of time. Hopefully they'll be able to give me an indication of who I'm communicating with straight up, because they are both male, so they will be both indicating on my right. So I'll connect and see what we can bring through from your husband or your father. And then I'm coming to Liv and Amanda and Kat, and we're doing a little bit of mediumship for you guys as well. If you are just logging on, please let me know what you would like. I won't do too many more mediumship things, but if you are after love, career, finances, all of the above, then please let me know, and I will do something more around that area. So thank you for watching this public holiday. There's a link in the post if you want to book a one-on-one. Hi, Miranda. Hi. Seeing lots of familiar names. Hi, Michelle Scott. Hello. Michelle's fabulous. She's got a really wonderful page, our wellness community. So if you want to jump on there and check that out, she is wonderful, Michelle. Michelle's watching from my page. Oh, yeah, great. Sonia Anders. So career. Sonia Anders' career moving forward. So Sonia, you're on my list. Don't go anywhere. And I do, as I said before, but you may have missed it, I do deliver a free 30-minute reading to someone that I feel like is really deserving of that, really needs it, and doesn't get a connection with me tonight. So stay around till the end, and you may very well, if you're on my list and I missed you or something like that, may very well get a free 30-minute connection. I do like to do that weekly, so there's a good idea to hang around till the end. Melinda Thompson, husband Michael or father, just going to connect to either or both. Let's see who comes through for you. So Melinda, I'll probably just ask you, and I know I can't hear you what you're saying for confirmation, but what I just want to say is physically I'm connecting to the right side of my head, which could be the left side of their head. So someone with something painful going on the side of their head, if that makes sense for you, that's who we're coming to. I do tend to mirror, so the right side of my head will be their left. And I'm just seeing what else we can find out from this loved one who is coming through. I do feel this is more husband. Just from the energy, the way that it's coming through in that real heart space, love, sharing with you way. So I do feel it's more coming from that area. Okay, so feeling probably more husband, more equal this way. All right, so what can we say about that? Yes, show me the ring. Show me the ring. Like this. Show me this. Yeah. So husband, goosebumps. Hey, goosebumps. Powerful. Yeah. All right. So there's a lot of the showing, a lot of the visual clairvoyancy. Not hearing a lot, but I'll see if he wants to show me something visually as well, and we can communicate that also. There is acknowledgement of, child or children. So between you two. So acknowledgement of that, little people also. Acknowledgement of that. Oh, there goes a couple of cards. Let's have a look at these. Okay, so good confirmation. As I was saying to the last person, that can be someone leaving and someone else coming into the family, but it can relate to passing. Someone passing, that's past leading into now. That's in the present, and I bet you need to hear that. We all need to hear that sometimes. So really beautiful. This is from hubby, so he's drawing these cards out for me at the moment. I don't need to even do anything. What I also feel like I'm looking at encouraging you to be active, or he's quite active. I feel like I'm strapping on my running shoes and going for a run. It could be a good outlet for you. So getting outdoors, fast walk, something like that, or a run if you're into that. But he's showing me active, getting active, moving my body. It feels important. So hopefully that's resonating with you. So I feel like getting those shoes on and going out and doing a bit of fitness activity. Just going to have a look at that third card. It's not dropping out for me. Right. Okay. So that's looking ahead, leaving as well. So that can relate to a passing also, or can relate to moving and things like that. So hopefully some of that made sense for you, Melinda. That was your beautiful husband showing me the ring, acknowledging children, all of that sort of stuff. And for you just getting out and being a bit more active. I'm actually feeling that very much in my heart space for you. So getting out, being active, getting the energy moving around my body feels like it'd be really good for your healing process. So yes, hopefully that resonates with you. Beautiful energy, really beautiful. Okay, so thank you, Melinda. And Liv, I'm just going to connect to you. You wanted to have mum or dad come through, so another mum or dad. Liv, I'm just going to connect you. So let me know if there's anything that you're after. I'm just having a look now. So I won't be probably doing any more mediumship. Oh, Lisa Kasha, yeah, first timer, yay. Lisa, I'm coming to you, Lisa Kasha. So if I put your name down on my list, please stick around because I love to get feedback. Hi, Beverly French. I was thinking about you today, Beverly. I was going to message you. Lisa Kasha, you're on my list. So I'll just draw a card for you unless there's anything specific. Beverly, I'm going to draw a card for you as well because I adore you. Beverly French, you're on my list. Card. Watching from my page, Michelle Price, the light worker. All right, so Liv, let's have a look at Liv, mum and dad, a little bit of confirmation. Now, I've got Liv, Amanda, and Kat. I'm doing mediumship for those guys, but if you are just jumping on and there's something else that you would like to do, love or otherwise health, I'm very good with health and things like that, then please let me know. That will be great. And then I'm coming to, after that, Joanne, Julie, Debbie, Crystal, Shandy, and Sonia. So that's who's on my list at the moment. Thank you for watching on this Monday public holiday. If you want to book a one-on-one reading or healing or any of the above, then you can jump on my page. There's a link in this post. And you can click book now and check out my availability. I also stay on after the show, so if you have any questions, wow, that was interesting. If you have any questions, please jump on and ask away. I'll stay on after the show and answer any of your questions that you might have. Liv, mum and dad, just going to come over here now to mum and dad, Liv, Bone, and just see if we can get some confirmation. Quite cool, Liv, as soon as I've connected to mum and dad, I'm not sure who I've got really close to me, but I feel like we've just swept in the room and very cool. So very close, yeah. I feel like both. I feel like both, and I feel like I'm looking. Some of them like to come in here and stand here and look over my shoulder at you. A lot of the others stand near the doorway, and, you know, there's no right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. So standing very close to me, and I feel like looking. So let's see if we can get some messages for you. That would be really good. You want some confirmation and validation and things like that. Liv, what I want to, wow, goosebumps. What I want to say, this is from Mum. I feel like there's something, and it may have been at the funeral or something like that. There's something to do with jewelry. I feel like it's earrings, earrings or a bracelet or something like that. It's in a little box, and I feel like I wore it for Mum. So whether that's like I wear them, you know, to remember her or something like that, I feel like that's what I'm doing. She's showing me a box, and it's got like earrings or something like that in it. And I feel like I wear them and I remember her, or a ring, some sort of piece of jewelry is what I'm seeing, little box. So whether I did that, you know, at the funeral, like, you know, to remember her or feel her closer, and since then, that's what I feel like she's showing me, something about the jewelry, something about that. Dad's message for you is to look after yourself. And this is a little bit like the other lady's Nana, I think it was, I connected with. Look after yourself, watch what you're putting in your body is the message here. You only get one of these, one vehicle, and it feels like he's giving you some advice around that. So let me just do some cards. And very cool, but they're right here, which is great. They're sitting here looking over my shoulder. Some of your loved ones won't do that because they're a little bit scared of the big lights. It can be very bright. And overwhelming, but they're here loving it, loving being really close and being able to see the screen as well, and know that you're there, know that they're connecting with you through me. All right, so bottom of the deck, same as before, there's been a few of those tonight. Family changes, so acknowledgement of, you know, people passing and leaving and others coming in. So it's the cycle of you know, death and life. Hobbies passed into now. So what do you like to do? And let's do more of that. The new career in the present, that's fun. That's a bit of fun, hey? So I love that. This is for Liv. And retirement, wow. So new career in the present, and it could be, you know, giving us enough cash to be able to retire early. That'd be fun. So isn't that interesting? Hobbies is doing things that you love and also sometimes turning that into a career as well. Not that I'm doing a career reading, because these is, you know, mediumship cards. But that's what it is. So look, hopefully that made sense for you. They were beautiful, really, really lovely energy from your parents there. Amanda Stevens, the dads aren't saying as much. Mums are getting a bit of a bit more of a say tonight. Oh, Trudy, beautiful. Oh, lovely. Wow. 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 Love that. Oh, that's so good. Love that. Don't be late. Is it connected to my granddaughter? Oh, it could be. Have you got a granddaughter on the way, Trudy? Is that what that is? Don't be late. You got a granddaughter on the way or something? Oh, you just started a new job, Liv. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, beautiful. Acknowledgement. Goosebumps. Goosebumps. So mum and dad are clever, yeah? They drew those cards. I didn't draw those cards. So that's bang on. Yeah, awesome feedback. Thank you. Thank you. And Liv, your parents are beautiful. Really lovely energy. Really enjoyed that connection. Amanda Stevens, late partner. We're going to Amanda, then Kat Gray, and just looking at some mediumship there. And then I'm going to do just some more general readings, so much the mediumship. Okay, so Amanda Stevens, late partner. Just let me go there for Amanda. Thank you, mum and dad. Okay, Amanda, late partner. It's a busy room in here. It's nice and warm. Lots of spirit energy. Okay, let me just connect over here. Amanda Stevens, just coming into late partner. And what I feel is connecting into solar plexus, which is, stomach, gut, digestive system. I feel a little bit unwell in there. I'm also feeling a bit of a pressure on my head on this side. I do feel a bit achy, yeah, in my body. I've got pains kind of in different parts of my body. I feel a little headachy is what I want to say. Okay, so sometimes I'll come in and give us a lot of the physical. So I just want to see if there's anything that we can give you in terms of validation or messages. Feels like something connecting to heart space too, because I feel like I need to cough, and sometimes I have an arrhythmia, and sometimes it makes me cough, and it makes me feel like I need to do that. So it could be something connecting into heart space as well. Okay, so what I want to say is go to the beach, go coastal. So stand on the rocks, and I feel like I'm connecting to my late partner there. So it feels like go coastal, and I will be there. And I feel like if I just sit there in that space and look at the waves, listen to the ocean, I'm going to get messages. He'll be able to communicate. So I feel like I want to go to the ocean. So hopefully that makes sense for you. That's for Amanda Stevens. But that's where he's taking me. Go to the beach, sit on the rocks and just listen. I feel like that's going to be a really good place to communicate. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Kat Gray, granddaughter has passed away. Kat, I'm so sorry to hear this. Wow, this is really hard. But I just want to connect to Kat for a moment as well. Oh, wow, Liv, that's great. Confirmation. Yes, that's awesome. Awesome. Love that. Thank you. Hi, Kerry. Don't seem to be able to like anyone's comments. I was trying, but I can't like them. So I do like your comment, but yeah, I just can't seem to like it at the moment. Definitely not upset with you, lovely. Liv, that wasn't coming across with me, although it is a very short connection. So if anyone wants any sort of health, healing, relationships, career, things like that, name put down, please. See about the farm. Karen, you're on my list. Karen, you're on my list. Alrighty, Karen Baker. Let's have a look. Home, etc. Good. You're on my list. Okay, so Kat Gray, just going to connect to Kat Gray. She was asking about her granddaughter. If you would like a one-on-one, there's a link in the post, and you can click on there and hit book now. Oh, Amanda, that's amazing. Wow, you're showing me going to the beach. Love that. So if you can spend some time sitting, goosebumps, your partner's still here. Spend some time sitting, near the rocks and just looking at the water, listening, paying attention, and just tuning out. And I feel like you're going to hear. It'll be clear audience. So the message is just landing in your head. It does feel like he's around. Yeah. So that's fabulous. Great confirmation. Thank you. Kat Gray, granddaughter, just going to connect into Kat. Lots of goosebumps for Amanda's late partner. Lots of feedback here. So just going to come into Kat Gray, granddaughter. So let's just go there for a second. Kat, I just want to say first and foremost is butterflies. These, funnily enough, these are the butterfly cards. But I feel like your granddaughter, and she's gorgeous energy. Granddaughter is showing me the butterfly, so I feel like they're a bit of a sign. So I feel like when I see the little butterfly, it'll be something quite significant. It'll be hanging around, coming to family gatherings, things like that. So a little butterfly may have been around the funeral even. So I'm just feeling butterflies are a bit of a sign. Very cold on my shoulders at the moment. So it does feel like your little granddaughter's coming nice and close. To have a look at what's going on. Very interested. So what else would we like to talk about and bring Just like a little doll. Gorgeous. Very, very made up. Very beautiful. So, you know, the beautiful dress, little dress. It's all coming across as white visually for me. But just beautiful, you know, hair all smooth and done and just very, very beautiful. Very doll-like. Yeah. There's a message for mummy. So a message for mummy. And what I feel like I want to say is it like a pinky? Like a pinky, or what do we want to do? Butterflies. Butterflies. Ah, can you check? I'm sure you must know her mum, whether she did butterflies like with the eyelashes, you know, butterfly kisses. That's what I feel like I'm doing is butterfly kisses. Does that make sense? Maybe, yeah, I'm sure you will know, but if you can give me some feedback, I feel like that's what I'm doing is butterfly kisses for your eyelashes on your cheeks. And there's a reference to mummy. So hopefully that makes sense. She's feeling okay physically over here. I'm quite cool around my feet, but she feels okay physically. She's not giving me a lot of the physical symptoms. Kids do bounce back fairly well. And yeah, there's a reference to the butterfly kisses. So butterflies seem quite important. So it's good that I'm using the butterfly cards tonight as well. All right, so just drawing a couple of cards for granddaughter. So hobbies, similar to the last one, that's doing what you love and doing more of it, doing what makes you happy. End of an era. So that's in the present. So end of an era, that's endings, you know, beginnings, new beginnings and things like that. And family changes, so someone exiting and also someone coming in. So with a, you know, death, there's birth. So let's just see if there's any final messages from granddaughter here. Yeah, beautiful. Just a reference to those butterfly kisses. So yeah, if that's a family thing or something like that, the eyelashes. There's not the eyelashes, but also symbol the butterflies. If you see the butterflies flying around, that's going to be an indication that she, you know, she is around. She's coming across, I don't know if that's the age she passed at, but she's coming across probably like as a toddler. But sometimes, you know, even if they passed younger than that, they'll come across as, you know, something that I'll recognise, you know, as a little girl who can communicate. As opposed to a newborn or something like that. So yeah, beautiful energy and very dolled up, very beautiful. Okay, so Kat, granddaughter, there was a reference to mum there too, so just check on mum and just butterfly kisses. Yeah, it just seems like a really strong message that she's bringing through for me. All right, so coming back into general, Kat, I hope that made sense for you. General guidance, Joanne Phillips. Oh, that just flipped out. Let's put it back in. We don't know yet. We don't know. We're just connecting to Joanne's energy. So Joanne, Julie, Debbie, Crystal, Shandy, and Sonia I'm just connecting with. Just having a look at... Well. Yeah, thanks, Jay. Oh, hi, Kat. Yes, only live for a day. I'm sorry to hear that, lovely. Trying to get custody. Okay. Yeah, Kat, so what's interesting with that, as I was just saying, is they will come across, because I've connected to some children, quite a few who haven't been born, and they come through as like a little girl or a little boy, or they've, you know, died early and they've still come through as an older child. Sometimes they'll be the age that they would have been if they had survived as well. So that's sometimes the way that they appear to me, because they continue to grow on this side as well. So that makes sense in terms of the age she's appearing. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Joanne Phillips, just coming to you for general guidance. And let me know about the butterflies, Kat, if there's like a butterfly kiss kind of thing maybe they're doing with other family members or something like that. It definitely feels like there's something about the butterflies with this little one. She's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Joanne Phillips, general guidance. All right, so just going to come into Joanne at the moment for some general guidance, and then we're going to move into the rest of the people who aren't asking for mediumship. So Joanne, let's just draw a few cards for Joanne. These are my fairy cards, Joanne, that I'm drawing from at the moment. If you'd like to book on one-on-one, and there's a link in this post. So I do readings and healings, which are very popular. There's a combination, reading, healing. Booking, which is an hour and a half, which is beautiful. We start with the reading and then finish with the lovely healing. My pranic energy healer as well. Not a lot of people have heard of pranic energy healing. But it is also Reiki. I do Reiki as well. It is really beautiful at getting rid of stuff and bringing in new things. Now, this is Joanne Phillips, general guidance. So dietary change. So a little bit of that, rethinking, maybe conscious eating, things like that can relate to. Letting go. So a little bit of letting go in the past, letting go of what's come before, what no longer serves us, what's not helpful. Yes, letting go. We always love that one when that comes through. Birthday. So that can be a significant birthday, Joanne, coming up. It can also relate to the birth of a child. Pregnancy, conception also. So letting go, pregnancy, conception, or birth of a child, and everything is okay. So moving forward, everything is working out as we hope it would. But I just definitely do feel like a dietary change is in order. So, maybe more plant-based, high vibrational, that sort of thing. So let's just see what the general message is. I'll get an overall sort of general message for Joanne. Joanne, what I want to say, it does feel a little around the fertility, and this can be around creating, new ideas, new projects. If it's not a baby that you're trying to create, but new ideas, new projects. So it does feel around, fertility, being fertile ground, sacral, womb space, that sort of area, focusing on that area, creating, bringing in. So that's what I'm feeling with regard to that. So letting go is what you've been working on, letting go of the outcome. In the present, it is that. So it's relating to a child, that's pregnancy, conception, or a significant birthday, and then everything working out perfectly moving forward. It's a really beautiful card, that one with the girl on it. Okay, so Joanne, Julie Sangster, love and relationships. Let me come over here for Julie. I'm just going to do a different draw from this one, that one. Julie Sangster asking about love and relationships. Hello, Tom. Hello. Hi, Beverly. Beverly, I'm going to draw a card for you. I'm just whizzing through a few. I might just do one card for some of these people. So Julie Sangster, love and relationships. And stay tuned, because I do sometimes do a 30-minute reading free if I feel like someone really needs the connection. Oh, Trudy, I'm sorry to hear that, love. I really feel for you, hey? Wow, it's not easy. Not easy at all. Love and relationships, Julie Sangster. So just going to see what pops out for Julie Sangster around love and relationships. Julie, I feel like your heart's quite open too. So it feels like you're ready. So that's really good. I feel like what I want to do, the first card is clairvoyance. So I feel like I want to pay attention to dreams and visions, creating exactly what you want in a partner, and being really clear about that. I feel like boundaries are something that I want to work on with you as well. So saying no, putting up boundaries. So things are making a bit more sense to you. Clairvoyance, that's using that ability, so the dreams, visions, holding it clear what it is that you want to bring in terms of a relationship. Nature in the present, so getting out, connecting, being present. And also strong connection to animals for you. Now, if I was doing one-on-one over an hour, we would connect to that animal, because that's usually an animal in spirit trying to communicate. And that's, coming through, and that is going into the future for you. So there's every little animal you can imagine in there. But that's generally what that card means. Bottom of the deck is enlightenment, so double three. So we've been seeing double threes. That's a pretty good sign that you're on the right track. So love and relationships. Look, I feel like the relationship isn't around the corner, but definitely coming in. I feel like you're doing a little bit of work on yourself, which is great. Okay, so well done. Congratulations. Doing the work. All right, so Debbie Cliff. Just doing a card for Debbie, because she blocked someone on this page, which is fabulous, and I really appreciate it. So Debbie, I'm just going to draw a card for you, and then I'm going to connect to Crystal, Shandy, Sonia, and I've got a couple of people over my page, on my second page as well. So Angel of Divine Timing, Debbie Cliff, Angel of Divine Timing, the right time to move is now, to act is now. So motivation, fire, passion, all of those things which come up from our root chakra. So divine timing. So that's also, whatever we're trying to manifest or bring in, it always happens in divine timing also. So that's good confirmation of that. Now, Crystal, Manuel, I think it was, guidance and healing. Crystal, I'm going to use my crystal deck, which I think is appropriate. So this is Rochelle Sharman, the big box of crystals. So I'm going to use that for you. Crystal, Manuel, guidance and healing. So just going to do that. So see what we can get out of this deck for Crystal. Crystal, I do feel like you really need this. I feel like almost like a bit desperate. So maybe cry for help, something like that. That one's just popped out. healthy boundaries. That's the red jasper. That can be around prosperity and abundance and things, but also connecting to root chakra, motivation, passion, fire. In the present is healer. So maybe seeking out, some healing, whether that's Reiki or other forms of energy work, energy healing. That's in the present. So I definitely feel like you do need something like that. I'm feeling that sense of, crying out, for something. I need answers, and I can feel that. Okay, just going to see what pops out as well. Let's see what the third card is. I feel like even with the passion, I'm trying to rediscover that. This is interesting, Crystal, because the future card, these are the crystals, is success, and that was upside down. So there's a little bit of work to be done with that in terms of seeing that that is possible for you, and that is orpiment. So it's connecting to sacral and solar plexus. So success, it is possible. It's just upside down at the moment. So it means there's a little bit of work and a little bit of healing in the present to come. So just see what you feel into, whether it's acupuncture or energy work, Reiki, those sorts of things. See what resonates with you. And I feel like that would be good to get some clarity for you. Shandy Poole, a bit of guidance. Now, Shandy, I'm going to come to my shamanic cards. These are Crystal Medicine Oracle, which I love. They're the round ones, so they're those ones. So I'm just going to do a card from here for Shandy Poole, and then I'm coming over the page. I'm just going to get through as many as I can of these readings. So Shandy, just going to draw from here for you around guidance, general guidance. Let's see what comes out. Beautiful. Inner wisdom, Shandy. So Gaia, Mother Earth, connecting to that. Gothite, that's the stone in the background. It's quite a dark stone. They tend to absorb, negative emotions, energies, things like that. Very protective. So in need of that at the moment. But your connection is can be universal. So whatever you're doing in terms of healing, that sort of thing, working with people, being in service, it goes universal. 7 and 1, 1 and 7 is 8. So abundance as well. So beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Sonia Anders, I'm coming to you now for career, so there'll be a different deck. And then I'm going to come to Lisa, Beverly, and Karen. I'll just do sort of one cards for all of you guys. We got through a few tonight. Well done, everyone. Well done, well done. Hi, Gay. Hello, hello. Hello to everyone who's still on here. I will, if I can't get to all of you, I will deliver a 30-minute reading for free. Would you use for my question? We'll get to you, Karen. Don't stress. We're doing. We'll just do one card readings for a couple just to get through. Sonia Anders, just coming to you for career. So let's just see what we want to do around Sonia Anders and career. Now, Sonia, the first card that's come out is the speaker card. So similar to the lady I had earlier who was asking about career. So that is putting yourself out there. You have a voice, and I feel like I want to use that with you. Beautiful. These are really good cards. Support is in the present. So speakers in the past, support in the present. So that's, your career, life purpose fully supports you, is what that means. And music. So really supportive. You hear me play music in the background in all my readings. I do talk, so you may not be able to hear that, but it is really supportive and allows me to get a really good connection to spirit. So music's really supportive in terms of what you're doing. Bottom of the deck is that one. So definitely teaching, leading others, that sort of thing. So that's the bottom of the deck, which is your clarifier. You're asking around career. So hopefully that makes sense. Lisa Kasha, first time. So Lisa, I'm going to draw from maybe star seeds or these ones, crystal, those ones. All right, so Lisa, just coming to you, then Beverly, then Karen, and then I'll be finishing up. But I may also do a free 30-minute connection as well. Yes, the Karen Baker, yes, in answer to your question, they are on daylight saving time. So we're now operating on New South Wales, Melbourne time as well. But I am based in Queensland, so I'm an hour earlier than what I normally am. So that's what Karen was just commenting on. Lisa Kasha, first time. Just going to do a card for Lisa Kasha. Thank you, Lisa, for watching, and everyone else who's been watching tonight. I really appreciate all the love and support. Lisa, infinite supply, so nothing to worry about. We're always being supported and supplied for. So we always have everything we need at our fingertips. We do need to trust in spirit sometimes to deliver that, and that's what brings in more. Yeah, more good things. Infinite abundance. Beverly French, just going to do a card for you as well. I feel like these cards are okay for Beverly. So just going to do a card for Beverly and then Karen. And then I may deliver a free 30-minute reading. So stay tuned and we'll see what comes out here. This is for Beverly. Just doing a card there. And if you want to book a one-on-one, reading, healing, all of the above, then you can do that. Wow, Beverly, look at this. Wowee. That's actually the front card on this deck. So that's quite an advanced soul. So those advanced souls do go through bigger lessons, but you've come from quite a background, a lot of wisdom in there and big life lessons in this life. That's the front cover of this deck. So big for you, Beverly, learning lots, healing a lot, doing a lot of karmic work in this lifetime. And Karen Baker just coming to you for home, questions around home, farm, things like that. So let me just do that. Karen, for your knowledge, this is a goddess guidance oracle, Doreen Virtue. I'll be able to get my words out at some point, don't you worry. So thank you everyone for watching. I'm back next week and it'll be 6:15 Queensland time, so Australian Eastern Standard Time, 7:15 for everyone else. If you're in Western Australia, 2 hours earlier, etc., etc. So a few different time zones coming into effect now, but we will hopefully figure that out. So Karen, just coming to some cards for you before we finish up. So there's a book now link on my page, and there's a link in this post if you want to jump on and book anything. Otherwise, you can private message me. I'll be on the show. After the show, I'll be answering questions and things like that. Karen, bottom of the deck. Hooray, hooray, positive, Mother Mary. I'm expecting a miracle that will hopefully focus at some point. It's not at the moment. There we go. Expect a miracle. Now, this one's upside down. And this is recognizing you're a healer. So definitely healer, that's past leading into now. We want you to use those abilities. So in the present, it is that bit of boundaries, delegating, asking others to help, asking others for help. So also Green Tara can represent sensitivity. So just becoming a bit, getting a bit over it, a bit over it. I need help. Looking ahead, divine passion. So reawakening that Pele, divine passion, that's root chakra. Also, when your root chakra is out of alignment, Karen, as I'm sure you're aware, that can throw out finances, house, money. I mentioned money already, car, anything where we want to bring something in. We may need to make sure our root chakra is in alignment. So that's where I'll be focusing, sitting on the grass, connecting to the earth, sending the roots out through your bottom of your spine into the earth and just connecting back in and making sure that's all in alignment. All right. Thank you, everyone, for connecting. Now, I may private message someone. I'm just going to go back through and have a look through the messages. So if there is someone who really wants a message or a reading, Lisa, it is Michelle R. Price, the light worker. I'm going to try and copy and paste. Hopefully it will let me. It hasn't been allowing me to like or anything like that. So I've just replied to Lisa. And the link is in that post there. So Michelle R. Price, the light worker on Facebook. Thank you, Trudy. That was beautiful. Thank you, everyone. And I'll see you next week at the various times, depending on where you are. But it was so wonderful to connect with you tonight. Blessings and love to all of you. Thank you. Bye.